How many times a day should you use a Rife machine? Or what is a good frequency schedule to help promote healing and target symptoms in your body? Now, this is something that a lot of people kind of like get a little confused on, and we really have to help people understand and kind of train people to put themselves on a very strict, very disciplined frequency schedule so that you get the most out of your Rife machine. Now, when you're looking at a Rife machine, you should really think of it like a prescription that you get from a doctor. So if a doctor was to prescribe you antibiotics for an infection, he's going to put you on a schedule. He's going to want you to take, one pill by mouth daily, 3 times a day, or every 8 hours, which is the same thing, or 2 pills daily by mouth once every 12 hours, or twice daily. That's the same thing. And if you don't follow that schedule, chances of that prescription being effective drop dramatically. And it's the exact same thing with a Rife machine. Just like with a bottle of antibiotics, you can't take the whole bottle all at once and expect it to get rid of the infection. Just like you can't take a Rife machine and run 10 different sessions for 10 different symptoms and expect it to be very effective. Now, when we put people on a frequency schedule, where our general go-to is once every 24 hours. Say you're trying to target headaches or a herniated disc or fibromyalgia or joint pain or arthritis or muscle stiffness, whatever it is, we're going to put you on a frequency schedule, and we're going to be like, all right, whatever time of day you do this, whether it's 5, 6, 7, 8 p.m. or 8 a.m., 9 a.m., whatever time it is, you'll stick to that time of day every single day. And so at 8 p.m. at night, you run your sequence, and then you wait 24 hours and do it again 8 p.m. at night. And you stick to that, whether it's 7, 14, 21, and even some of the longer sequences that take longer times to heal, like bone regeneration and DNA repair, things like that. You might even be on that schedule for 180 days. And you stick to that schedule before you move on to try to target the next symptom or to try to promote healing for the next thing that you want to use the Rife machine for. Now, sometimes we will put somebody on a 2-a-day schedule where it's like once every 12 hours you'll run your sequence, and sometimes we'll follow how the symptoms react to that. Sometimes you will have a greater acceleration in your body reacting to using the Rife machine 2 times a day, and we would never recommend it more than that. And sometimes we have to back off, because when you're getting used to, like if you're being introduced to frequency therapy or frequency devices or things like that, in the beginning, less is more. You will get more from running a frequency device once every 48 hours or even once every 72 hours than you will running it once every 24 hours or once every 12 hours. In the beginning, you want to give your body time to be introduced to frequency healing and frequency therapy and frequency devices. You don't want to drown your body in frequencies and it not know how to react. So you got to give it time to be introduced to those frequencies. And in the beginning, less really is more. And then as you get used to it, that's when you typically will go to a once every 24 hours. And now the next most important thing when you're creating a frequency schedule, again, just like I was telling you with the amoxicillin, you can't dump everything into one. Like you can't try to run 2 different sequences at the same time or in the same day or during the same schedule. So if you're trying to treat headaches, but then you also want to do DNA repair, well, you have to do one and then the other. You can't put them on the same schedule because you're going to be pulling your body in 2 different ways. So I would do headaches for 7, 14, 21 days, and then I would stop headaches, and then I would start DNA repair, and that takes much longer. So I'd probably run that one for 30, 60, 90, maybe even 180 days. But I would never pair those 2 together because you're going to pull your body in 2 different directions. Much like an example would be if you were prescribed Lasix. Lasix is something you're prescribed when your body holds a lot of fluid, and the Lasix help your body discharge the fluid. It would be like taking Lasix and also drinking a lot of salt water, okay? Sodium in salt water tells your body to hold on to liquid, and the Lasix are telling it to release liquid. So they're not going to be very effective. And it's the same thing when you use a Rife machine. You can't use 2 different sequences to target 2 different things and pull your body into 2 different directions. We never recommend that. Sometimes under the guidance of a practitioner, somebody will be put on pairing sequences, that target two different things, but it also helps your body work together. We never recommend doing this at home. You're often going to cancel out each of the frequency schedules, and the machine is going to be very ineffective for you. So guys, that's how you create a frequency schedule with a Rife machine. If you have any questions, be sure to leave them in the comments. Thanks for watching.